Good morning. Welcome to Satsang. To give to oneself moments of no movie is very important. For that, probably one has to click to the fact that what remains when one is no more a seeker, let alone the search, is mentioned or described as you are that, you are this undescribable nature, as everybody shares that, is that. So, in the life, to give a moment to that is very precious. To stop the movie, wherever you are, whenever, it doesn't matter. That's a birthright. You don't need to be ready for that. Of course, the mind has to be, it's not for a law, but for most of us, the mind has to be, for a while, emptied from so many concepts we have about what is God, what is the substratum of things, who am I. But it's just to hear when one is, I guess, enough empty, or just by chance he can hear. Don't search for what you are, in fact, of what you are, not as a person, of what sustains everything. It's a description, okay? And that is very precious. So, any question about that? Welcome. So it's not a question of changing the movie, fixing the movie in a so-called better way, even though it's human to feel, to want to feel better and so on. I don't speak about that. A movie is a movie. But one realizes that when he gives himself moments of not being the actor in the movie just for a moment, it's a big relief. Because in that moment, you know that whatever is left, it's what you are, it's always available. Whenever you don't listen or grasp the movie. So in the movie there is no question to be all the time remembering that, which is impossible. It's not a question of remembrance or forgetfulness that is a play in the movie. It seems like that. It's just to know once for all, I know who I am. Whatever it means for each one, I know who I am. which is for the mind totally unknowable. And to introduce that in your life means just dedicate a moment here and there when you have enough. And that's enough. All the rest considerations are degrees of, are particular ways or destiny of each one in the movie. It has absolutely no value for what is. So it's your turn, if you like. So, really silent. Good. Paradoxally, if you have a question and you know, I will not put that question because I know it's the mind, I encourage to ask questions. Because if there is still questions popping up, they may continuously popping up. And it means they want to be solved. Yeah, we have. It doesn't matter. Thanks.
Hello. I have a question. So you talk about noticing the movie, observing the movie. Is that correct?
Not seeing the movie?
Or
Yeah.
seeing the movie,
Yeah.
yeah. So my challenge is, as a child, I would already very quickly go into observing, noticing the movie and the play. And as a child, but in a child, is that it? Way, like, so later in my life, it was very easy in a way to observe the movie. And at the same time, it's like a dissociation.
A dissociation, yeah.
Yeah, because I used it as a child as a more like a defense mechanism for safety. And then on the other hand, later in life, like then I started to go into the movie and feel the movie, but then I would also drown into the experience, into the emotions that it would bring up. So for me, I always find it how to combine the spiritual self and the human self and find this balance of observing it, but not avoiding the situation or repressing the emotions.
As I said, I have no consideration about the life because the life happens and it's different for everybody, and everybody will have a view which I hope finally fits his life, how it should be led, what is the value, and so on. And that is very relative. That is the life, of course, of who I think I am, the one who is born. I am a human, and not only a human, but I am a woman, and a mother, and a wife, and whatever. You see? So that's the movie. All roles we have, all identification we we live and experience. Now, and the witness of the movie is part of the movie. I become a witness sometimes. And so there is, as you say, a play between this and that, and not being the witness, being the witness. And it has nothing to do with what I try to indicate. What I try to indicate as a person, I don't know myself. Yet, I know at least I am satisfied knowing what it is not. What is common to all living beings, it's a way to say, and it's a description, I agree. But it's also an indication that what I speak about is not possible to consider it in the life. It's just those who have a metaphysical, I'm sorry for the big name, a metaphysical, it is metaphysical, beyond the physics. One can get this this urge to search, but who am I in fact, but not as a person. Means, what, is there a God? Is there something like reality? Is there a substratum of things? Is there nothing? Is there something? This kind of search, so this kind of search, Satsang may fit or may try to shake the system belief system, sorry. So but there is nothing wrong to live as you wish. Huh? It's not that. It's just that it's something else. And it's available for everybody. You just have probably the need to have this question, the need to, I really want to know if there is anything like something else than what one can be, what can know or experience. Hmm? And the movie goes on. Different for everybody, really. So in that way, I said in the beginning, it's not about fixing in a certain way a better movie, which is, of course, an interest, a human interest to do so, no problem, and it's natural. But it's about you may feel at some point in your life, even if you are satisfied and have pleasures and all those states which doesn't make somebody question, you may feel still not satisfied. You may feel still, I am profoundly not satisfied, even though I have everything. I am profoundly not, something is missing, eventually, you see. And there, maybe, what is expressed in Satsang can make sense, suddenly. To find in the end that the one who is not profoundly satisfied, it's because by intuition or by I don't know which kind of feeling it is, he will find out that it's because there is a I am somebody too much. It's a he bases his life entirely, as it is natural, on I am born, I'm somebody. And if there is that search, is there anything else than what appears, than this creation, then you see that you have to question this I, who says, I am human, for example. You have to question, is there any reality? When I say reality, is there any permanency, let's say like that now, in this I? And you see yourself, huh? You speak of child. When you were a child, you had such a certain body, certain mind, certain experiences. When you grow up now, you are a total different body, total different mind and feelings, and still you think it's you who you are. So the feeling of what you are, you wrongly attribute to this body-mind. Actually, this I, if you don't give any attribute to it, is freed from identity. It has an identity as soon as I rises and the movie is there. But if you had a glimpse of that, if you have seen, oh, then that search is over. You know who you are, not as somebody. And that make that search disappear with the seeker, and the life continues. For a while.
Hello? My heart is beating, so I feel like I have a question, but I don't know yet how to formulate it.
Okay.
So bear with me. I think it's about dreams. I don't know if you already had that question a million times or not. Like, when you talk about movies, I have a feeling that I have two sorts of movie, the day one and another parallel movie, which can be between 3 and 9 hours a day. And I'm curious to know if you have anything to share around what I would call a different sort of movie, but it's still part of my life movie, I would say. And
you mean the movie?
the night,
dream,
yeah,
the dream,
dreaming,
in the
dreaming.
in the sleeping state,
Yeah,
the dream,
I'm very curious
or the
about
waking state, which I call a movie.
Yes.
It's movie in the movie.
Okay, that I thought so, but I needed to get it out.
Yeah, yeah. So it's out.
Thank
Okay.
you. But could we at least take like a little bit of, I don't know, I feel like sometimes the dreamy movie can teach me how to detach from my day movie.
You can do whatever you like with what comes to you.
Thank you.
You can
That
take
was
it
fast.
as a meaning, or you may discard it. It's up to you. But you see, in Satsang, for example, I think we are less busy about movies or dream or things like that. Suddenly, it strikes that the question is not so much about what I see or experience, but it's about the experiencer, the doer, the actor, I. I who says something, and we are fascinated by the something. Till the something, you can't deal anymore with all that. So it strikes to maybe, if I question I, who am I, without falling into a mental or physical or emotional answer, you have a moment of relief. That's what sustains everything. That's what you are. But it's one thing to hear it and to feel, yeah, maybe, yeah, it's that. And it's another thing to see that by yourself. What is said, you see, it's indications, but you have to see that by yourself. You have not to believe anything. You can trust the indications, but the goal is to see it by yourself at some point. Yeah.
Hello. I would like to hear more about this. You said it blew my mind before. You said even the witness is part of the dream.
Yeah.
Can you talk more about that? It's beautiful.
But the witness will die with the body and mind. It's a role. It is a what more to say? Um, so you can ask, how do I know I am a witness? There is definitively somebody who knows. Hmm? So once you see that, whatever you see is what I am in a limited form. In that way you can see it's not what I am. And then that's it. In that way, how can you give an identity to what's it, to what's left? So that's indicated by that's what you are, that's what is. I am that. And whenever there is a rising I somebody, then it's expressed today, I say the movie, the creation, and it dissolves also from where it came. Looks like, because when you don't catch anything that you cannot know, you cannot own, there is nobody there, is always available. And if a rising I say, I am the witness of this manifestation, it's rising already, it's a rising. And if you say now, where you are left you keep quiet, but a thought can come, oh, here I am, nobody. Here it's what I am. It's already a rising thought. There is nothing wrong with rising thought, but never take a rising thought for that which creates all this and makes everything disappear also. So in this movie, with the creation of time and space, where I am in it as someone, it will go on till the death. But very strangely, and I cannot explain that phenomena at all, it looks like once what I refer to has been seen, not with senses. Once is enough. And the movie continues. It will not necessarily be a better movie or a movie with the halo of what you are. It's already perfect. It's already the creation of that. So it's like that. So never search for a better movie. It's just perfect as it is for some incomprehensible reason. But the seeker is gone, the witness is gone, something is gone. Once it happened, so I know who I am. So it goes, the search goes. So you have a life, same as before, let's say, without the search, without the seeker. And when you seek something in the world, doesn't matter, it's part of the movie. It's like that. But there is no confusion. You are not fooled anymore. What do you say?
Wait, I'm not finished. Sorry.
No, take your time.
So, to say I know who I am, I don't know what that is.
Okay.
So, I can say don't know who I am,
Yeah.
but I know something. Yeah, I can say both.
Yeah. It's totally acceptable.
Yeah, but I'm not convincing myself.
Oh.
You know, like
There must be a witness too much then.
many bit, yes. But you say you said, I don't know what you said, but something is there's something sees the witness. You said something like that.
Something sees?
The witness. You said something
Yeah,
like
if you speak of the witness,
yeah.
from where do you see that? You cannot see it being the witness. If you see the witness, it must be thrown in front of you, no? Then the problem for the seeker is, especially if he's serious, he will see, oh, but who sees the witness? And he creates a new witness.
Maybe I speak about the past already. When I say I see the witness, maybe I saw the witness.
Yeah. And then what you do with the witness?
Well, I kick it in the ass. But
He slapped you back? Or you also don't do anything, you just see it is enough, because it has no substance. It has the substance of the body-mind, I agree, but it has no... it's relative. It's all this confusion of I. You know, I alone, no problem. Even so much so that Ramana said I, insisted. No problem with I. You can even say I. But it means I alone. That's what makes you see and live the world. That's what makes you tell, I am myself. Let it be when you are a child or older. That's what makes you say, I am born, I die, I am sick, I'm not happy, I'm very happy. But the confusion is that we think that I is only what is experienced. That I, which makes you recognize it's me, let it be young or old, that I is alone. It is that I is not the body and the mind. And it's always there. Now, when you hook at something arising, it's I with something. The same. So just see that, just know that. Oh.
as soon as I say I, it's hooked already on something. The body,
Not necessarily.
The feeling, for me, I think the feeling of the body or whatever, it's already hooked.
Okay, but you know it. You speak as if you are somewhere, somebody interviews, yes, my life is like this, I rises and I am hooked, I know. But everybody is hooked in the life. Of course, otherwise, how can we live? It's the life. Life, the movie is I hooked, because it's a rising I. The same I which produces this, which creates I something. Clear? No.
The dream is clear, yeah. The dream.
Yeah, I understand. Then keep quiet instead of being clear. You don't need to be clear. You can never be clear. You cannot figure it out. Just keep quiet a moment. Don't make it a state. That's all. After, in the life goes on, and you may feel it's still essential to have a quiet moment, even if it is the mind which is quiet. But who cares? There is no search anymore. You know, it's just like that. It is called natural vigilance.
So I was just wondering if I'm still searching, because I still like to read some Brahmana.
Yeah, that's the trouble.
Yeah, it's a trouble, yeah.
It's extremely useful before, and it's a big trouble after. But you see, big trouble, I joke also, you don't even have the need anymore. You know it by yourself. Why should you have the confirmation of someone else? What you will read, but you already know it by yourself. So what's the point? I got, maybe I'm not an example at all, but just to say, I got a fantastic new book on Ramana. You will ask me after, oh, what is it, and all that. Yeah, it's new. It is a devotee of him in 1936, 5, or something like that, where there was no tape and all that. So he wrote whatever Ramana was telling, and you read it. And so it's a fantastic book. I can't read it. I mean, I know it's beautiful, but I can't read it. It's too much.
Yeah. So I still have a search for this peace that it gives
But you
to
want
read.
to search a peace in life, and this I understand. We are not mad also. But
Yeah.
then you see, that's what I say.
It's like sitting down and be quiet. Same.
The peace.
Yeah, to have a moment.
Yeah? Then what's wrong? The life may not be at peace, but you can take a moment of peace. Having a peaceful mind, because he has seen enough, he has seen. What's wrong? It's beautiful. Lucky. Yeah. In front.
There's always a fear to speak in satsang, so I don't know if this is a real question, but I'll just ask it
Yeah,
because it came up.
please.
You often say it doesn't matter about identification. It's not
Yeah.
so important, but you also say when you realize that there's no more confusion.
Yeah.
It seems like a contradiction in a way.
The contradiction between who cares and...
When you realize there's no more confusion, you say.
Yeah.
There's no.
Oh,
To
for
me,
the
that
life,
sounds like.
for the life, one may be confused about it, but about the search, there is no confusion.
But if one is lost in identification, then isn't one confused? If one is identified, isn't there confusion?
No. It's the movie. The movie. There is no movie if there is no identification.
But what I'm saying is often you say identification, no identification.
Yeah, because in
it
the
doesn't
movie,
matter.
what is a movie? What is a creation? It cannot be created if there is not two things. It cannot be seen. But there is something seen, so there is two. Remembrance, forgetfulness, black, white, light, darkness, and all that. Two. There is two. It looks like it's two. Are you... That is the the characteristic of what appears. Yeah? So there what appears will continue the same way, otherwise it doesn't appear anymore. Some people who realized, they say there is no more world. Maybe I understand this way, maybe they don't understand this way, that there is no more world for them as reality, because they have seen. But the world continues, and if it continues, there is forgetfulness and remembrances in that movie. Otherwise, it will not appear. Yeah? It is against a profound concept of to be realized permanently in the life as somebody. Yeah. But that, forget it, it's a concept. Because we cannot conceive something else. There is a saying, you cannot recognize someone who, for whom there is no more search and seeker, from his behavior. Because what you see, it is a behavior at someone where there will be dark and light. Necessarily, otherwise you would disappear. Just to say, it's not an excuse, it's just to express that what is said, it's not about the movie.
Hi, Ganga. To clarify something here, because what I've seen today, you said just to mention all the things that pop up and seeing that in the movie there is this I that wants to have moments of no mind.
Yeah.
And to have blissful moments and then gets frustrated by not having those blissful moments anymore.
No, if you know who you are, you will not have that bullshit. Because you know that whatever appears will disappear. It's the way it is.
So the moments of no mind can come and go, but it doesn't mean anything it's just, I don't know, today I saw that is also this I that has a need to, but I want to get to the no mind again and again, and it's just...
No, it's called natural vigilance. It's kind of wisdom.
But not to go with that. Is that what you mean?
You mean what when you say that?
With that is still an I that wants to go to the no mind, to see that arise.
It is his right. It is his birthright. I've enough. Bas. And then again, boom, 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 boom. It's very important. Don't ask me why, I don't know. It's very important. No, I know. I don't trust the mind. I don't trust the mind.
Okay.
So, whatever, you are taken by this or that. But you see, what you saw definitively, radically, wakes you up here and there. Here and there. Hey, what are you doing? Enough. Things like, it's presented in so many different ways, but I just say, it's not for nothing that the Master said, up to your last breath, be vigilant. But you have to understand what they mean by vigilance. For me, it is just keep quiet a split second here and there. Just, you are not obliged to constantly play the movie. Pause. It's very easy, even in the pause. Oh. But I agree, it is a quiet mind. But who cares, because there is no more search. This has been removed. So all what you can experience is just quietness. But then what? Who cares?
I guess what I'm saying also is this
Sorry?
quietness it feels different than from those blissful moments where there's nothing. I feel that was still
Yeah,
an
okay.
experience.
You know better. Okay. You know better? No, I am happy to hear you. Okay. But you see, you have quiet moments when you are no more concerned. Is it real quietness? Am I in my mind again? Or you are in your mind, but you don't search anymore.
Yeah.
Now, if you have quiet moments through meditation, because you still search, and as a seeker, then it's good to say, it's not even that, because it's a mind. That's what I say. The split moment, which is totally not understandable to me, of realization happens once in a life. It is enough. If you have seen that the rope that you took for a snake, that, there was never a snake, but the snake still appears, you are no more confused. You know it's a rope. Why should you think that in the life you will never, the perfect thing will be when you never see a snake anymore? It's ridiculous. You will still see a snake, but you know it's a rope. That's the whole difference. Even if you still, au secours, you were identified with the snake, and after, it's a rope. Life is like this. Then what more do you want? But, not to believe in the rising seeker anymore, you have to be extremely uncompromising, radical, once. I don't know if it is in your hand or not, but anyway, it's when you have the fire to really live what all those masters speak about. It's your right too, isn't it? They are like, each one is like me. So I have also the birthright to know what they speak about. That is a radical moment. Don't ask me anything more. But once it's enough, after you will have quiet moments and no quiet moments in life. That's enough. That's all. You will not have again this moment. It's no needed. I hope I am clear. And if not, ask. Yeah? There's a bit more than in the beginning. Huh?
Okay, so what if I'm not able to play in this movie anymore, to play this role, but nothing has showed up to replace that? It's it seems like I am nothing, this huge emptiness. And I guess my question is how to be not scared.
You know, it's not somebody will say, I am emptiness and nobody, because then he will get scared. So keep quieter than to tell, to describe who you are. Emptiness is a description. How can fear rise then?
If once was not enough,
It is enough. If it is not enough, it was an experience, a glimpse. A glimpse, you see, could be that, but unhappily, the one is still fooled by the rising eye just after telling, oh, I'm free, or whatever. Yeah. So,
yeah, that was my question.
yeah, okay.
So,
So that's it. You know, next time it happens again, you have heard, oh, I will not go with anything which rises. Just for a moment. To make so that the mind is sure now that he's no more the master. That's it.
thank you.
Yeah. That's why I insist, you see, it's very inspiring to read the stories of those who enlighten themselves and so on, but it is also a big trap because the event itself is still in the movie. But there is no doubt if you tell a story, you have to mention the event. But the event itself is in the movie. So arising, oh, I'm free. You will say those things probably in a natural way. The mind is so happy, finally, he found something. But don't catch it. Anyway, it disappears. And if you caught it and it disappears, then say, oh, I lost it. And they run to master. I lost it, what to do? Just because of that. So, but then you can hear it, no? You learn your lesson, you hear it.
Can I ask a bit more?
Yeah, sure.
When you read the whatever is left from Ramana or Nisargadatta or whatever,
Yeah.
it almost sounds like it, or I read it like that. It sounds like they are in the world in some other state than the one that I am in.
Who knows, it's possible. Everybody is different. Everybody is different, but that's not the point. You cannot copy somebody else's life because it is in the life. It is a temporary appearance. It's not real. Even if one looks more enlightened than the other, it just looks like. This is not the point. They inspire this, I believe, when you search. I've been also very inspired, but at some point, enough of romanticism and whatnot, I want to know myself. And then you see, oh, he looks more saintly, good for him, but I am not by nature, so what to do doesn't matter. It's like that. Always somebody will look more like that than another. Doesn't mean necessarily, I mean.
Thank you.
Mm. That's why you cannot idolize, idolâtre, how you would say in English? Idolâtre? Idolize a human being. You can be inspired, no idolatry. What?
Something that you said, I never heard it before, and it made me. You said that you need to be very compromising not to take the seeker seriously, or something like this.
Wait, what?
You. Because normally I think at least I can be very radical with whatever comes up
Yeah.
to not take it, but I don't know if I included the seeker in that, and I
That dot itself shows you didn't include it.
never saw that.
So you can do it now. Once the dot is there, it's thrown out. What's thrown out will leave you. I mean, will disappear. You are that which can see. You are that which can see. So just for a moment, don't see, because you were searching who you are. You see, it's gone. Now you keep quiet, because you hear or you know that's what I am. So whenever something again will be seen, you know it's not what you are, or it's what I am in a limited shape. That's it. What more do you want? That's it forever? You know, Papaji was telling, keep quiet. It was very not understood, but that is the way the sentence is expressed and not understood, till one day it's understood. He said that because at some point, like now, for example, or one like with the witness, you see it. So he would say, I'm sorry, Papaji, but now from where you see, that's what you are. So keep quiet. Keep quiet. Here. And then, of course, the mind lives in this body, mind still alive, so it will rise But you know now, this is the mind, is not what I am. That's all.
Thank you.
What's the time? The time. Ah, 5 minutes. Yeah. Behind.
Hello, Ganga. So, there's this knowing that I am what I am, and then there's the struggle of living what I am, but then that's a concept of how it should be lived. So, and yet, there is a knowing that that you know that choice that comes as to how that is then expressed, in this in
That choice to live as you wish, or?
the choice not to live from the mind.
Oh, but you will live from the mind.
Yeah.
You live from the body and mind, then what else?
No.
It's a bit confused.
Yeah.
Life? What is life? At least it includes this body-mind. So you are busy with the body-mind, or you are busy to be yourself? That goes automatically if you are not dead. You have not to... What? It does it... it's like those fans, like in India, those fans. You put on, so bzzz. When it's off, when you have a pause from the movie, it still goes by itself in the same movement that it was before. It may slow down or not. An image is always, anyway, not right. And then you die. Yeah, then what about the life? What is in your hands? So that may correspond or not to your wishes and all that. It may correspond or not to the image you make of what is enlightened being and or not. Who cares? In that way, who cares? Because you have seen life is not in your hand. You have the life you have and nobody else's life. It's very original and unique for you as it is for each one. Don't put enlightenment there. Except that you can say, okay, I am enlightened sometimes when I keep quiet and sometimes I'm not. What else can you say? in life. I know it's totally against all those spiritual images, but then you are here, so you have to listen to that. But you can run away. You are very free to run away.
No, I hear what you're saying.
Really?
I hope to. Yeah, I do. But
Okay, great.
yeah, I hope to really embody. Yeah, but there's something to do with celebrating and sharing that with others.
If it is meant to you to do that, you will do beautifully. If it is not, you will try and it doesn't work. I mean, what to do? And it is also very nice.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you very much.